case number 26 SC 001655, State of Georgia versus Antonio Samir Abdelmalek. And so that's Abdelmalek. Abdelmalek. Is he present?
Yes, Judge, he's present under
Wait,
Tony.
hold on. Okay, let's get him present. Are you driving, sir?
I just parked.
Okay, all right, so he's parked. All right, he's represented by attorney Sidney Gibson. He's charged with 1 count of possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute, possession and use of drug-related objects, and theft by shoplifting. What plea is he entering to these charges today?
Not guilty, Judge, and we're waiving formal arraignment. I'll get that filed.
Okay, then if you're waiving a formal arraignment, we'll go ahead and record your not guilty plea, put a case management scheduling order in place. And your next court date is August 25th at 10 a.m., courtroom 1C here at the courthouse. You'll have to stay in touch with your lawyer, okay? So she may have information for you or her colleagues so that somebody can be here with you in court on August 25th. Any questions, sir?
No, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're free to log off. We'll see you on August 25th. All right. Moving on. Position number 21 is Megan Hightower, case number 26 SC 001655. I did see Hightower's name logged on earlier. If you could turn your camera on, ma'am, let us know that you're here. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Okay, Hightower is present. She's represented by
Yes, ma'am.
Jessica Gerber, charged with 1 count of purchase, possession, have control or controlled substance in Schedule 1 or a narcotic in Schedule 2, and theft by shoplifting. What plea is she entering today?
Not guilty, and we did file a waiver of formal arraignment yesterday.
Okay. And, all right, so we're going to record your not guilty plea. You've waived a formal arraignment, so we can go ahead and give you your next court date and excuse you. Your next court date
Yes,
is
ma'am.
August 25th, 10 a.m., courtroom 1C here at the Fulton County Courthouse. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on August 25th, and you are free to go.
All right, thank you.
Position number 22, we already handled. Position number 23 is case number 26 SC 001660, State of Georgia versus Cameron Caldwell. Cameron Caldwell?
Attorney
Yeah.
Johnson on behalf of Mr. Caldwell, he's on the Zoom.
Okay, you're not driving, are you, Mr. Caldwell?
No, ma'am, I'm parked. I'm parked.
Okay. Mr. Caldwell is charged with 1 count of criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree. He is represented by attorney Emma Gibson. And what plea is he entering to this charge today?
Not guilty.
Okay, and I do see a waiver of formal arraignment. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put a case management scheduling order in place. Your next in-person court date is August 25th at 10 a.m. Stay in touch with your lawyer so she can review the discovery with you. Any questions, Mr. Caldwell?
Oh, no, August 5th. Court date.
We'll see you on August 25th, 10
August 25th.
a.m. 10 a.m., courtroom 1C at the Fulton County Courthouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, sir, you're free to log off.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And then position number 24, Lauren Guidry. This is case number 26 SC 001690, Lauren Guidry. Okay. Ms. Hyatt, will you please reach out to attorney Jason Wilson and ask him to have his client log on? I'm sure he filed an entry of appearance, so I'm sure that there's a telephone and number or an email address for them. But if she's not here, I'm going to issue a bench warrant.
Okay, I'm sure will. And Judge, also, we have Montgomery State Prison on.
I see that. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And Montgomery, stand by. We'll, as soon as I get through the calendar, we're going to come right back and speak with. So this is position number 1 on our case management calendar. So Donovan Terry. Give me a thumbs up if that's Donovan Terry. Okay, great. We're going to get your actually, who's representing him?
I am, Your Honor, Attorney Emma Gibson.
Okay, that's when we get through the calendar, we'll make sure that you'll have an opportunity to talk, and then we'll figure out what we need to do today, if anything. He was on the March bond plea and arraignment calendar, and we determined that he was in custody. Okay, all right, so we'll come back to that. Position number 24, we're gonna hold because I'm not sure why they're not present. All right, and then position number 25 is case number 26 SC 00157, State of Georgia versus Abisola Dahunsi. I thought I saw that name on.
Yes,
here.
Your Honor. I see her on the Zoom here. Mr. Huntsey, if you can, there you
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, so couple of things. This is, all right, so she's charged with one count of theft by taking. What plea is she entering to this charge today?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. And is she waiving a formal arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor. That waiver was filed this morning.
Okay, so she is waiving formal arraignment this morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So she has an active warrant as of May 21st, 2026. I do not know what the warrant is for. She is required to appear in person for all hearings going forward. So we need to see her here at the courthouse on July 13th at 9:30 a.m. All right, so she cannot appear via Zoom because there's an active warrant for her. If she turns herself in, or you want to look into the warrant yourself and advise her on how to turn herself in, and, you know, she has all that resolved, then I would reconsider allowing her to appear via Zoom on July 13th. But for now, she is required. That means she shall appear in person, courtroom 1C, on July 17th at 9:30 a.m. Her failure to appear will result in a bench warrant for her arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
Your Honor,
we're
I'm sorry, do you have
recording-
do you have a warrant number for that? Because I didn't see one when I had checked.
I do not have a warrant to give you right now, but you can look after the calendar. We can look together. I'm just not going to stop right now and pull up my
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
WI. But I did see the warrant. It is active. It was signed by a magistrate judge, and it is in Odyssey. Okay, just so you know. All right, so we're recording her not guilty plea. Her next court date I've given her is July 13th, 9:30 a.m., courtroom 1C. Hopefully she'll have that warrant issue resolved. Otherwise, she'll be taken into custody on that date. She is free to log off.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the final plea date is what date?
She doesn't need to worry about that right now. We need to see her on July the 13th, case
Okay.
management, and we'll give her her next court date after that. Got it?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank
Try
you.
to make it absolutely clear that she's not being given permission to not come to a calendar, okay? All right, position number, she's free to log off though. Position number 26 is case number 26 SC 001701, State of Georgia versus Brian Newcomb. And he's already been transferred to the competency docket, and he is in jail being held there, but he's already been transferred. So his case will no longer need to be on our calendar. All right, and then position number 27 is also in jail. Case number 26 SC 001705, Cody Hayes. So it's Hayes. Who's representing Hayes?
That is mine, Judge, and currently he's loaned out to Grady, so I have not had an opportunity to speak with him regarding waiver of arraignment, and he's a repeat offender.
I
so
saw that
know
he was a repeat offender, but we need to, I'm gonna keep him, I'm gonna put him on a jail plea and arraignment calendar until we get a repeat offender transfer from the state. Have you all already sent that in, just so I know before I reset it? Who's handling?
No,
it?
Your Honor, we have not.
Okay, if, I'm gonna go ahead and put him on a jail plea and arraignment calendar. What date do we have, Ms. Hyatt?
Sorry, Judge, I was muted. July 23rd.
Okay, so we're gonna put him on July 23rd, jail plea and arraignment. And right now that we need a repeat offender. We were notified from Officer Gresham today that he is a repeat offender. So, so we all know it, but we also do not have a waiver of formal arraignment. So at least he'll be able to speak with his lawyer, on that date. It's one count of theft by shoplifting. All right, so position number 28 is case number 26 SC 001712, State of Georgia versus Nikhil Harvey. And is Harvey present with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so if, could, turn your,
I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
okay, because we're gonna let you log off and then log back
Okay,
on.
here we
Oh,
go.
there you are. Okay, and your name is, say your
Nick,
name for me?
Nikhil Dimitri Harvey.
Okay, and Mr. Harvey, we transferred your case, or we need to transfer it. Ms. Hyatt, has it been transferred?
It has been, it's transferred to Judge McAfee.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do at least the formal arraignment on the charges. He is charged with 2 counts of financial transaction card theft, willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, and a seatbelt violation. What plea is he entering today?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, and then Attorney Robert Cozzoli for the defendant is he gonna waive a formal arraignment?
I'll need to speak with him, Your Honor. The number I had was disconnected.
Okay, Mr. Harvey, how can Attorney Cozzoli reach you right now?
My cell phone. I have my cell phone on file. I've been calling Mr. Robert. Because I really tried to get the case dismissed.
Let's get
Long
you,
story.
your lawyer's gonna call you right now. What's your telephone number?
732 500 4075.
Okay, I'm gonna call you in about 5 minutes. Okay, Mr. Harvey?
Hold on, but let's make sure of the number.
Yeah.
Did you get 732 and then 518?
No, 4075.
We're missing the middle 3 numbers. So 732,
500
500,
40. Yes,
okay,
4075.
4075. Okay, 500 is the middle ones. All right, the reason I'm making sure is because I want to make sure that your lawyer can get you right now, and he's going to have a conversation with you, and then he's going to, before you log off, we're going to make
Okay.
sure that you
Do I need to
know.
stay on, Your Honor?
You can log off for right now to talk to your lawyer, and then I want you and your lawyer, you to log right back on as soon as you're done talking, okay?
Okay.
All right, I just need to make sure that we know if you're wanting to be formally arraigned on these charges. If you want a formal arraignment, we're doing that right now. Okay, so you all have a conversation. You can hang up to call your lawyer, and then he'll let me know what you want to do. Okay, position number 29 is Emmanuel Pena. Okay,
That's my case, Judge.
I see his name, but I need him to turn his camera on. Okay, we might be skipping over him. Is Allison Pena on here?
She is.
Okay, let's skip over to her then. Allison Pena is case number 26 SC001717. Who's representing Pena?
That's going to be my case going forward, Your Honor.
Okay, she's charged with 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property. What plea is she entering today?
Not guilty, Your Honor. I'll need to reach out to her and speak regarding arraignment, and then I'll provide an update.
Okay, do you have contact information for her?
I do not yet. Ms. Pena, do you have a pen and paper handy where you could take down a phone number to text or call me?
I don't. Could I just
You could give me your number if that'd be easier.
yeah, that's perfect. I just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's 678
Mm-hmm.
334
Mm-hmm.
8056.
Perfect. I'll give you a call in a few moments and we'll speak and then give an update to the judge, okay?
Right.
Okay,
because
awesome. Thank you so much.
You cannot, you're technically have to remain with us. You can hang up to talk to your lawyer, but you need to come right back on because if I have to formally arraign you, we're doing that this morning, okay? So you're not really done just yet until I know about the formal arraignment part, okay? All right, so
Yes,
just stay in touch with your lawyer and then you're gonna be logging back on after you talk with him. All right, position number 31 is case number 26 SC001719, State of Georgia versus Joshua Cullins.
Yes, Your Honor. Emma Gibson on behalf of Mr. Collins. He is on the Zoom, I believe.
Okay, hold on, let's make sure.
Yes,
Where-
I'm here.
I need you to turn your camera on. There he is. Okay. Position number 31, Joshua Collins is present, represented by attorney Emma Gibson. He is charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and also expired license. What plea is he entering today?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, and I do see a waiver of formal arraignment was filed in this case, so I'm going to give him his next court date of August 25th, 10 a.m. for final plea. He needs to appear in person, August 25th, 10 a.m. Stay in touch with
That's
your
the
lawyer.
earliest they have.
Correct. That's the earliest date that we have. There's a status calendar via Zoom on July 13th at 9:30. Your lawyer will talk to you about that. But stay in touch with your lawyer. She can answer all the questions for you about, what's coming up and how to resolve this, okay? All right,
Okay.
sir. Stay in touch with your lawyer. We'll see you on August 25th, 10 a.m. in person. All right, you're
Okay.
free to go. Position number 32 is Jaquel Allen, who is case number 26 SC 001724, and she or he is in jail.
Judge, that case is reset to July 30th on the jail plea and arraignment calendar.
Okay, just to make sure. All right, I've received notice though from Officer Gresham that she or he is a repeat offender. So who's handling that matter for the state?
Your Honor, that'll be me and I'll work on it.
Okay, because we got that notification today and I'd like to not delay this okay, so right now, he or she is scheduled for July 30th. What had happened was he picked up a complex charge of robbery on April 13th, 2026. It's a male. And then after he was released on bond, he picked up new charges on June 9th, 2026, just a week ago. So I'm kind of hoping that we get to see him in jail on July 30th before he gets another bond. And maybe unless the state is planning on filing a motion to revoke bond, but otherwise he's going to keep getting released and committing more crimes. All right, so we've got that one scheduled for July 30th. All right, position number 33 is case number 26 SC 001727, State of Georgia versus Harold Hernandez Reyes.
Good morning, Your Honor. That's going to be my case. Position 34 is a duplicate of this position.
That's right, it is. And so where is Reyes?
I've had no contact.
Okay, is there a good notice?
Yes, there's good notice.
All right, and what says the state?
The state moves for a bench warrant.
That will be granted. So, all right, and so position number 35 is the other repeat offender that's on our calendar, case number 26 SC 001728, State of Georgia versus Benjamin Okonji or Okonji.
Good morning, Your Honor. That is my case. Mr. Okonji is present on the Zoom call.
Okay, he's charged with one count of possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. What plea is he entering today?
Not guilty, Your Honor. A waiver of arraignment will be filed this afternoon. I've spoken with him and notified him what the RO transfer means, and that he'll be being transferred. We're going to keep in contact. I'll notify him when I see the new court date.
Okay, because I don't have either a waiver filed or the repeat offender transfer, I'm going to go ahead and schedule him for the same reset dates as everybody else. So we'll see him on July 13th for case management.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I have submitted the RO transfer paperwork.
Very good. Okay. So Lang, really the only thing we're missing is the waiver of arraignment. Otherwise,
It'll be this afternoon as soon as I can get my filing issue resolved.
okay, I was gonna say, because they won't move it. And all right, so right now, Mr. Okonji, what we're trying to do is do all the formalities because your case needs to be transferred to the complex division, which is just another courtroom in this courthouse. I can't give you a court date just yet. And, but we're getting all the boxes checked so that your case gets moving. Has your address changed or did you get a notice for this hearing today?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Okay, so if anything changes with your address, you need to let Attorney Lang know so that he can update your address in the system so that you don't miss the notice for your next court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to excuse you for today. Looks like everything's in order. We're just waiting on, we're going to record your not guilty plea, and then we'll get you transferred in your case. You'll still have court appointed counsel in the next courtroom, okay?
Okay.
You're free to log off, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, and call your lawyer if you have any questions. Position number
Okay.
36 is Demetrius Madison, case number 26 SC 001732. And is Demetrius Madison present? Demetrius Madison. Okay, what says the state?
The state moves for a bench warrant.
Okay, let me make sure there's a notice first. Sorry. Hyatt, was there good notice?
Yes, there was good
Okay,
notice.
then I'll grant the state's request for a bench warrant. He is a repeat offender, but there's not much I can do with that on this kind of a calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and issue the bench warrant today. And Attorney Fagan, I see you now. Your client has been here. I knew you had a conflict. This is position number 2, case number 26 SC 001446, State of Georgia versus Alphonse Smith, who's represented by Attorney Nicole Fagan. And Mr. Smith, if you could please turn your camera back on. Did you log off?
No, he's still present.
Okay, there he is. Okay, and Mr. Smith is charged with, in counts 1 through 4, theft by receiving stolen property, felonies. And then in counts 5 through 15, he's charged with, 10 counts of theft by receiving stolen property misdemeanors. What plea is he entering to these charges today?
Not guilty and waiving formal reading of the indictment, Your Honor.
Okay, and are you going to be filing a waiver of formal arraignment?
Yes, I can today.
Okay, all right. And who's going to be handling this matter for the state?
I'll be handling this case, Judge.
Okay, so I'll put a case management scheduling order in place. You weren't here for the dates earlier, but discovery and offer will be due by June 22nd. Motions will be due by June 29th. And there's a case management via Zoom on July 13th, 9:30. Your client has a right to be present, but he's not required to be present at that hearing. Your next in-person court date, Mr. Smith, is August 25th at 10 a.m., courtroom 1C here at the courthouse. So stay in touch with your lawyer. You are free to log off, but we'll see you on August 25th at 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Okay, you, Attorney Fagan, nice to see you. If you have nothing else, you also are free to log off.
I had a case management with the court at 9
Oh,
for
that's right.
Chad Brown.
You did. Hold on, let me go. So he is. All right, that was position number 14. And Chad Brown is he on here with you right now? He's not required.
No,
to be. Okay.
he didn't come to case management.
That's no problem. Okay, and so his final plea date is scheduled for June 30th, and I did see a waiver and discovery. Who's handling this for the state?
Your Honor, that's mine.
Okay, so do you have Attorney Kimbrough's contact information, Megan?
I can get it.
Okay.
I believe so. We had Kazim Martelli.
Yep.
Okay,
diversion.
well, if you all will please have a conversation in advance of that June 30th final plea date. I had a notice of conflict for today, but I don't see any conflicts for June 30th.
I have a leave filed that I filed in January.
Okay, then Miss.
Is there any chance we could bring them all on August 25th? What does the court feel about that?
Okay, let me check in with Miss Hyatt. One thing I'm not in charge of is scheduling the calendars. Okay, Miss Hyatt, what would be the next available final plea date anyway for somebody on case management if June 30th is a conflict?
August 25th is available if you want that one.
August 25th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we'd have to put Chad Brown, who's on case management. That was case number 25 SC 005774 on August 25th. All right, whether you get a notice or not, please make sure you're
I'll
gonna
be there.
here. Okay. All right, so let your client know because we had originally told him June 30th.
We'll get it done, Judge.
All right, well then, if
Thank
that's
you.
all you have, yes, ma'am, you're free to log off. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Okay, is anybody present that did not hear their name called? And we didn't put Emma Gibson and, could we please put Emma Gibson, sorry, and her client Donovan Terry, who is position number 1 at Montgomery State in a breakout room?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, great. So we'll work on that. While we're working on that, let me have some announcements then. Anybody?
Yes, Your Honor, I have 2 announcements. First, Your Honor, Mr. Larry Calloway, position 14.
Okay, hold on. Let me get
Who's
there.
the gentleman who's in the courtroom?
Oh, wait. Wait. Ms. Hyatt, are you asking me something? Oh, wait, no. Okay. Sounded like she was singing. All right, position number 14, Larry Calloway, come on up to the podium. All right, and is he wanting to waive formal arraignment or does he wish to be formally arraigned?
He is, Your Honor. One, he qualifies for our services, so this will be my client. And he wishes to waive formal arraignment. Mr. Calloway, I'm gonna give you a call after court today, okay?
Wait, so he does qualify?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so Mr. Calloway, your attorney is going to be Robert Cazzoli. We're going to record your not guilty plea. You're waiving a formal arraignment. Your next in-person court date is August 25th, 10 a.m., courtroom 1C. So that's this courtroom. We'll see you on August 25th at 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thanks a lot,
sir.
John.
Okay. And
Next, Your
then-
Honor, is position 28, Mr. Harvey. He does wish to waive formal arraignment.
Let me get to, and you haven't spoken yet to Octavius Polk?
No, Your Honor, that was gonna be a longer conversation. I was gonna save it after announcements. I'll be back with that in about.
What was the other one that you had, 28?
Yes, Your Honor. That's the
Okay.
RO transfer.
The one that's a RO transfer? Okay, so you are filing a waiver. It's not a repeat offender. Where is Harvey? Did he log back on? Okay.
Yes, he's present. Your Honor.
So, Mr. Harvey, the reason that we're going through this is because you have an open case that is assigned to Judge McAfee. And so that case is, it's scheduled for bond plea and arraignment on June 22nd. Do you know, did you get a notice for that court date? So we're trying to move our case to go with that so that both your cases are before Judge McAfee. You have one lawyer, there'd be one prosecutor, but you have a court date on June 22nd. So you need to be in Judge McAfee's courtroom. Let me get the court date. I mean, the courtroom. What room is he in? 5? 4? I'm going to tell you where you need to be on June 22nd.
And Mr. Polk, I'll give you a call as soon as I'm done with this person. So in about 30 seconds, probably.
So that's my case. Yeah, that's why we need all of the cases to be going together. Makes no sense to have cases spread out all over the courthouse. So 2715. Okay, that's courtroom 5A as in alpha. So you need to be in Judge McAfee's courtroom next week, June 22nd, in courtroom 5A. Do you need to, and I think it says 10:30. It says 10:30, but I would be there a little earlier than that. It's not a Zoom calendar. You have to be in person, okay? All right. Okay, well, we've told him everything that we can. We'll get both cases scheduled over there. And Attorney Cazzoli will speak with you so he can answer any questions that you have, okay? All right, sir, you're free to log off. All
Thank
right,
you, Your
what
Honor. And
other
I'm going
announcements?
to step away for a few minutes to talk to Mr. Polk.
Okay. Other announcements, anybody?
Judge,
Yes.
Mr. Pena is having issues turning his camera on, but he is present. He unmuted. I'm trying.
And even him on here.
His name is there. Mr. Pena, can you speak while you're unmuted?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, the camera button should be right next to where you unmuted yourself.
Yeah, it says start video, right?
Start video.
Correct.
Yeah, so when I do that, it says you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
Okay, so you're gonna log off and log back on, and then we'll make sure that we can, if it's something on our end, we'll fix it. Go ahead and log off and then
Okay.
log back on.
It's done.
And join, remember to join computer, join audio, join meeting, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can get your camera sorted out, because that shouldn't be a thing. I'm not the host, so I can't fix it.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
that-
don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, it said the
Oh,
host
okay.
has asked you. Yeah. Okay, so we're good.
All right, so Mr. Pena is case number 26SC001717, position number 29. He is charged with 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property. He's represented by attorney Sidney Gibson for now. And what plea is he entering to these charges today?
Not guilty, Judge, and we will waive formal arraignment. I'll get that filed.
Okay, very good. Then, Mr. Pena, your next court date that's in person is August 25th, 10 a.m., courtroom 1C. Stay in touch with your lawyer because you need to appear in person on that day.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
All right, you're free to log off and, all right, so.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sid.
Yes, sir. So I'm just waiting out for announcements.
And Judge, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am, you may.
And Your Honor, I have 2 updated announcements for you.
Okay,
Starting with position 6, Ms. Childs, who's present in the courtroom.
okay. Come on up, Ms. Childs. And so this is position number 6, Stacy Childs, case number 26 SC001477. What, and does she wish to be formally arraigned?
No, Your Honor, we will be filing a waiver of formal arraignment. I'll have that filed this afternoon. And Ms. Childs, I'm going to give you a call this afternoon as well so we can talk more about the case, okay?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Childs, you're free to go. We're going to see you on August 25th at 10 a.m., courtroom 1C. So this courtroom, okay? Stay in touch with your lawyer. You're free to go.
Thanks.
And then I also have an update for Your Honor on position 30, Miss Allison Pena.
Okay, and so is she back on with us as well?
She is back on. Ms.
Let's go ahead
Pena,
and get
there
her
you go.
camera
She got her
this on.
camera on.
All right, and is she wanting to waive a formal arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll be filing a waiver this afternoon asking for the case management resets already provided.
Okay, now just keep in mind, she also has an open complex matter. So this is 25 PI 009570 from November of 2025. And so if that case gets indicted, her cases are going to be transferred to the complex division, but you need to know that there is this outstanding complex charge. If that changes how you all discuss the evidence in this case.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I plan on addressing that this afternoon.
Okay, great. All right, Ms. Pena, we'll see you. Your next court date is August 25th, 10 a.m., courtroom 1C. Stay in touch with your lawyer and you are free to log off.
And
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
Honor-
Thank
Okay. All right, is there anybody, any other announcements?
Your Honor, I don't have an announcement for this calendar,
Oh,
but I
that's
would
right.
like the off-calendar matter. I do have a case number for that.
Okay, go ahead.
It's 24 SC 001814, Mr. John Everhart.
Okay, let me take a quick look. And I think that should be everybody that we have in the counter that's coming in. So, I mean, any reason we need a deputy anymore? Okay, if you got stuff to do, lock us in. Otherwise, feel free to stick around. It's up to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so I've got John Everhart pulled up. He is in custody. He missed bond plea and arraignment back in August of 2024. Did he think his case just went away?
I don't think Mr. Everhart did that, Your Honor, but he did have some live things that were going on that is the reason that he missed court. I was not able to get the state to consent for the same reasons, Your Honor, which is why I'm bringing it up before the court today.
Well, he is scheduled for July 16th, so state's not consenting. Why is the state not consenting?
Well, Your Honor, I think that I have the same sorts of questions that he had. The original arrest was in 2022. He had bond plea and arraignment in August of 2024. And I just didn't understand why for 2 years he didn't, make any affirmative steps to try to resolve it or get back in the system. So it just didn't seem like, there was any effort to to get back in compliance. And then ultimately he was caught on this. So
Got it. Okay. So, all right, we do have him scheduled for, it's 30 days from now. And so, I mean, I'll hear from you very briefly, Attorney Guest. You know, you would be waiving your client's presence for
Yes, Your Honor.
purposes of even just this very brief inquiry.
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
may say that we might be waiting to the July 16th date for him to be present, or I can try to put it on an earlier calendar, but let me get a criminal history for him, Miss Gordon.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
The defendant has 3 arrest cycles beginning in 1985. Last arrest was April 4th of this year from Decatur, Georgia, for possession of Schedule II controlled substance. That charge appears to be open. Nothing further to add.
Okay. Thank you. I'm looking just to see a couple things here. Gosh, and that was a $10,000 good bond. He had to make a $10,000 bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and just hold this case for the hearing on July 16th. But again, if you want to try to get him on an earlier calendar, I could try that.
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to consider that. Currently, Mr. Everhart has been diagnosed with cancer. Prior to being incarcerated, he was originally, as you heard, arrested in DeKalb County in 2026 this year, and has been in continuous custody. His family is trying to get him out to get him to his treatment, Your Honor, which is why we were trying to get this bench warrant set aside or addressed. So we would like an earlier court date if the court is not inclined to set the bench warrant aside today.
Wait, so when he picked up the new charge on April the 4th, he's remained in custody the entire time. Is he unable to make the bond?
Your Honor, he made the bond in Decatur,
It's Fulton. It's ours.
and then he came to Fulton.
Okay. A couple things. Are you able to, and I don't want to violate HIPAA in any way, but if you can show me, if you're able to, something that shows that there's cancer treatment that's required.
I can get that from his niece, Your Honor. But again, I don't know, as you indicated, what I can do without violating HIPAA.
Something that shows that he's receiving cancer treatment and needs to, or that he's missing these appointments. Although I want to say that I'm not getting arrested for drug offenses in the middle of cancer treatment. It's probably not a great way to address it, but he's got
I understand.
innocence. So, okay.
And I would just like to speak a little bit about him missing court. In 2024, he did lose his wife earlier that year. He went through some mental health issues due to that, and lost his house where he was receiving mail correspondence. He just stopped going home because it reminded him too much of his late wife. He was homeless for a bit of time, and now that he's gotten in contact with his family, they're handling a lot of his affairs. I do know that I was given an address by his niece where he would be residing if given the opportunity to be released, Your Honor. But I will see if I'm able to get anything as it pertains to his cancer treatment, but I would like at least try to see if we can get an earlier court date.
Okay, so let me ask Ms. Hyatt. So what are there any jail dates that we could put him on between now and July? With this. Yeah, July 16th is the next court date, so.
We can add him on that one. Is that the date you want?
What, I'm sorry, say that one more time.
You said July 16th?
July 16th is what he's already on. We were gonna
Okay.
see if there was a chance that there was any earlier. And if there's no space on anything earlier, then there isn't. But I mean, we might be able to address it at another calendar in the next couple weeks. He's at Fulton County Jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can do July,
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
the 9th.
The 9th? Okay, well, that's.
I
better
mean,
than-
this like a week, but
I
that's still
know,
pretty full.
probably could try to hear it this coming Thursday. I just don't know. That's too short of notice to even do as a write-on, so, but you get what you get, can get together, guest and provide it to the state, provide it to me, and maybe we can, take another look at it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right now, we're gonna leave him scheduled as he is.
And that concludes my matters. May I be excused?
Okay, yes, before everybody logs off, just remember that tomorrow, because I'm not really sure, I know you're not all logging off. I'm just saying as people are starting to log off. I know that, for there's no matches tomorrow, so I'm gonna be here, so I don't know what your internal policies are. And that's however you all have decided that we're gonna try to work that out and work with everybody to accommodate the needs as they arise. But with final plea in motions, that gets a little bit more complicated because things are scheduled and we have to address them. And so we do have some motions scheduled for Wednesday. I will need the announcements on those because one of them is a motion to suppress. So I need to know what the state and defense counsel have worked out with those. There's also some in-person probation matters. There's 5 misdemeanor probation matters, none of which requires any evidence, but it will, those are on the calendar for Wednesday. Final plea becomes a little bit more problematic. So are we all planning to be here in person or not be here in person tomorrow?
I'll be in person, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'll be in person as well.
I'll be in person as well.
You just muted,
You're
Your Honor.
muted, Your Honor.
What about the state? Is anybody going to be present?
Well, our internal policy is to be remote if possible. Of course, if the court has required in-person calendars, we'll be there. So if the court requires us to be there, we'll be there. If not, our preference would be to be remote.
Right. So let's do final plea and the motions at least. Part of the motions, if you worked everything out on the motions, then that's not a problem. But the final plea, I would say, let's do that in person because whatever is worked out this week, we don't have calendars. We may have a calendar Monday morning of next week, but then until the jail calendar, there's nothing else. And so anyway, I would prefer we try to everybody come in person tomorrow to see what we can handle with the final plea calendar. And then after that, we'll start trying to accommodate everybody. It's just with no discovery and no offers, I'm just not really seeing how that's going to go. So I think the best practice will be for tomorrow for us to be here.
And Your Honor, not to derail this just slightly more, on Wednesday, there is that ankle monitor compliance.
I know.
And I'm saying, I just wanted to double check that's something that you'd want both the defense and state and client in person for, correct?
Of course, yes. And the defendant definitely needs to be in person because if
Yes,
he's
Your
not, he's going to jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
Your Honor, can I inquire as to one specific position on the status calendar for Wednesday? I have a client, Mr. Myosin Pennington, who's on that calendar for the status of a repeat offender transfer. I spoke with the state today.
There are a lot of repeat offender transfers and none of them that I can see have been submitted.
Your Honor, I spoke with the state today. I can't speak to the other ones, but I believe on Pennington, I believe Deputy Malkin's looking into that today, and we should have an answer on that. Mr. Pennington lives out of state in Long Branch, New Jersey. With everything going on right now with the World Cup, him trying to travel down here and find lodging, would the court allow me to either waive his appearance and provide him with an update or have him appear over Zoom?
Yes, both. Okay, we'll figure out the Zoom thing on that day, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so any announcements for the bond plan arraignment calendar today? I see there's a couple.
Yes, Your Honor. We have position
here.
16
Okay.
and 17, Mr. Polk. We're ready to make the announcement.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And I apologize, Your Honor. Did you excuse me? I wasn't
Yes, I
100%
did.
sure.
I did. I was trying to first get some information, but it looks like I've got as much as I'm gonna get. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay.
See you
and then-
tomorrow.
Okay, yes, ma'am. All right, and then 16 and 17, Mr. Pope, what's the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, we're gonna be waiving formal arraignment. We're ready to receive the next court date.
Okay, Mr. Polk, your next in-person court date is August 25th at 10 a.m. Stay in touch with your lawyer. And and he'll go over, everything else with you, but right now the in-person court date for you is August 25th, 10 a.m., courtroom 1C, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, you're free to log off.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and so what happened with, let me just look at this. So position number 12, we dealt with, okay. Position number 13, we've handled. Position number 19, handled. Okay, I'm just going through the ones that I didn't have any notes on. 32, that was a jail case that's been handled. 35. Okay, so 35 we're handling, kind of. 36 we are handling, that's a bench warrant, right? Okay. So to go through the bench warrants, then what I have is position, we actually feels like we did better with a Zoom calendar than a regular bond plan arraignment. Position number, oh, I still need to find out what's going on with position number 1 with Emma Gibson. I guess she's in a breakout room with, wait, was that not the one? Okay, no, 1's already dealt with, never mind. She's in a breakout room with Donovan Terry on the case management calendar. So we need to get her back. All right, so position number 4 is a bench warrant. That's Avern Smith. Position number 5, Hayden Thalusma. Position number 11 is Ronald Hatton. That's a bench warrant. Position number 15 is Sang Hun. The next one that I have is it 24? Yeah,
Oh,
24. Did we
18.
ever hear from Attorney Wilson?
I did get in touch with him and sent him the Zoom link and they're supposed to be logging on soon.
They are going to log on?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll keep that open for them. So that's not going to be a bench warrant yet. All right, and then position number 33 I have as a bench warrant is Reyes. Okay, and then that's, 36. All right, and anything else, because I see a couple of names on here that I don't recognize, and nobody ever said anything, so I don't know who Reed or Anaya are.
Judge, what did you have for position 18? I have that for bench warrant. Did it
Oh,
come
okay,
in?
let me check on that. I think 18 showed up, so.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 showed up. It was Barry McLean. He was BDM and he was
Okay.
represented by attorney Sydney Gibson, I believe, or Emma Gibson, one of the two. No, it must have been Sydney Gibson. Okay, so he's okay. All right, anything else? I have to remain on the calendar for a little bit longer for who, and so Kayon Robinson is, who are all of these people, folks? Nobody knows? All right. So, Ms. Hyatt, then let's go ahead and remove Reed, Naya, and Keon Robinson, just because I don't know who they are. And I'm assuming they have nothing to do with this hearing.
And Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes,
for
you
this?
may.
Appreciate you.
Okay, I've got attorney Jason Wilson, thank God, because we know. Okay, and is your client logging on with you, Lauren Guidry?
She will be. I just sent her a notice or
Okay, very
forwarded the
good.
information you sent to me. I just forwarded it over to her.
Great, so let's hold then for her. Who's going to be handling that matter for the state?
Which number is this?
It's position 24, Lauren Guidry.
That'll be my case, Judge.
Okay, all right, so Deputy Brian Malcolm with the District Attorney's Office and Okay, so Attorney Wilson, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself for a moment until you get your client on here. I'm going to handle another matter very briefly, and we'll all stay on to make sure that this gets handled.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and handle the Donovan Terry case position number 1, case number 25 SC 007540, and Attorney Emma Gibson representing Mr. Terry. And who was handling that matter for the state? Position 1 on case management. Case ends in a 0.
Oh, that's mine.
Okay, Brad Malkin for the state. All right, so what I don't know is Mr. Terry was on our bond plea and arraignment calendar in March of 2026, and he did not appear, but it was because he's in custody at DOC. I don't know what he's in custody for, so how does he, or how can we, oh, it looks like, wait a minute. He was burglary, 2nd degree. I can't really tell if that's what the maximum release date is December 17, 2027. Is that
Your
his
Honor, that information was sent earlier regarding Mr. Eric Gonzalez.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with Mr. All right. What is Mr. Terry in DOC for?
Mr. Terry, from my understanding, has a probation violation, a marijuana case, and a gun charge.
Okay, so he's got a probation violation warrant out of what county?
Henry County?
Henry. Okay, and does he have a maximum release date?
Yes. Mr. Terry, what month is it in 2028?
It's 2029, but a year will be taken off since I finished my case plan.
Okay, so for
Oh, what month? The month is July. I'm sorry about that.
No,
No,
he's,
you're
so
good.
he's expecting it. He believes he's got a maximum release date sometime in 2028, July, right?
Yes, he does have a hearing this July 1st for a possible parole decision.
Okay. So I do see the discovery at some point was served in the case, but I don't know if you've had time to look at it, but how do you want to handle this? Because he's got this charge, which is possession of a firearm by a first offender probationer, possession and use of drug-related objects, and driving a window tint violation. So what plea is he entering to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, is he going to be waiving a formal arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll have it filed momentarily.
Okay, so I'm like Officer Gresham put in his information in the chat for us. All right, so when do you want to reset this? I want to give you all a chance to look into it and see if there's a possible resolution of this charge while he's in custody. Happy to wait until he's released from custody. It's really up to all of you, but
I was curious if there was any opportunity or room on the June 30th calendar. I know that that's shortly, but he was hoping to be back in court before the hearing that he had on July 1st.
he was hoping to be back here before us, before it in an effort to resolve the case.
Yes.
Is June 30th a case management?
My understanding was the final plea, but let me double check that I
Well,
don't have my
we need to
dates
put him on
incorrectly.
case management because case management would be like the day that we could do this, where he could appear virtually. Final plea, it makes it a little more complicated because we have a lot going on usually on that day, like, usually 20 to 40 cases. So we were trying to use case management. We could. Yeah, I mean, there's other, June
Possibly the
29th.
29th if
Yeah, we could, let me ask, Ms. Hyatt, can we put him on June 29th?
I believe that case calendar's already been published. If we added him on, he would have to be a write-in.
Yeah, I would, I think we could probably do that then. Let's do June 29th as a write-in. Because all we'll need to do at this point is just send them a Zoom link, and hopefully the state and the defense will have their offer, and get some, resolution possibly, and we can resolve it. And we just have to get Montgomery State to log back on. Will that work for everybody? June 29th, 9:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
To write in. Okay, so we'll just have to make sure, don't forget that he's on this calendar in case you don't get that's not on a published calendar. We're basically writing it in. Okay, so we just have to send. All right, so Mr. Terry, we'll see you again via Zoom on June 29th. Thank you very much, Montgomery State. Appreciate you all over there. Be safe, and you all are free to log off.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Okay, you do the same. Okay. And somebody's on there, she may be crying, or maybe, no? Is that somebody here for Donovan Terry? Okay. All right, so make sure whoever that person is that's here for Donovan Terry gets the Zoom link for the next calendar, okay?
And Judge, my client Lauren Guidry, she's here
I
now.
see. Okay, so let's get the bond plea and arraignment calendar. So I just want, Attorney Wilson, just want to make sure that you know that there's a standing order in non-complex division that was done originally by Judge Downs. It's been updated a few times. I think the latest version is Brasher, even though he's not here. It's online, and it does require everybody to appear at all hearings unless we know that you're not in, whether a waiver of arraignment's been filed or not does not matter. So
Okay.
let's go through this right now. Position 24 on our bond plea and arraignment calendar is case number 26 SC 001690, State of Georgia versus Lauren Guidry. She is charged with one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act in Schedule 1 or 2 with intent to distribute and driving with a license expired or no license plate or decal. What plea is she entering to these charges today?
Not guilty?
Okay, and then I do see that she's waiving or does not wish to be formally arraigned on the charges, and that's fine. So I didn't see any discovery served. So we're going to put a case management scheduling order in place. Discovery and offer will be due by June 22nd. Don't worry if you don't remember these dates. I'm filing the scheduling order into her case. June 22nd, discovery shall be provided by the state. Motions will be due by June 29th. There will be a case management status calendar at 9:30 on July 13th. You'll get a Zoom link. Your client is not required to appear at that hearing, but she has a right to be. So if you want to log on, or she wants to log on July 13th, great. If she doesn't, that's fine. I'm going to need a status from everybody on that date. Final plea, the final plea calendar is scheduled for August 25th, 10 a.m. That's in person here at the Fulton County Courthouse, courtroom 1C. This is why we have these hearings and tell everybody, so she doesn't get a notice in the mail. She knows when she needs to appear, and everybody's on the same page about what's expected. All right, who's handling this matter? So it's Malkin or Kimbrough?
It's Malkin.
Okay, so exchange contact information, counsel and Malkin, so that you all can talk with the state about any discovery, and everybody's free to log off. You've got your next court dates. Thank you all for appearing, and this will not be a bench warrant.
Okay, and the one thing, Miss Guidry, clearly she needs to be updating her address because she didn't receive notice about this, so the court must have a bad address. Does she need to talk with your office or with the clerk?
So what they do is you can file, because everything's electronically filed. So you would file a change of address into the record so that the clerk knows. But let me just check with you and see. But again, that's why we have everybody log on, because we don't, if she doesn't get notice of her next court dates, at least now she knows them. So this was position number 24. I'm going to take a quick look at what's in the record. All right, I mean, we have your information. She's not in Beaufort, Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
53 Island Cove Way?
Oh, I'm at 1057 Panoramic Point.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to file a change of address, Attorney Wilson, into the record. There's like standard forms you can just file, or just come down here to the courthouse and tell them that she wants to change her address, and then that way they'll update her address for her. We can't do it. We're not the clerk. But I
Okay.
can see it. I just not allowed to touch it. All right, so you all are free to go. We'll see you first on July 13th for a status conference. Again, that's all via Zoom. Client can appear or not for that. But August 25th is when we need to see everybody in person again, okay?
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
thank you.
everybody's free to log off. Thank you all very much. Appreciate everybody and have a great weekend. Sorry, have a great week. Be safe.